Football League. And we'll be watching the Falcons' leader at quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Rams, next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Rolling to his right. That one caught by Carter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. One back in the backfield carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Starting the drive with Algier.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards. And 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grover Stewart. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Chubb. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back to throw.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have got it back to within a score. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with Algier.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he had a man open, and he overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A check down here to Jones.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 49 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. Seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Tech the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And all